From the writer who brought you King George and the Ducky comes A Snoodle's Tale.
Welcome to Snoodleburg, home of the Snoodles. A curious folk who eat pancakes with noodles and spend half their days making sketches and doodles and cutting their hair into shapes like French poodles.
From the producers of Lyle the Kindly Viking comes the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Isn't that story a little scary?
Well, sure, if you tell it that way. But if you change things around a little bit, it becomes the story of Dr. Jiggle and Mr. Sly.
And from the creators of classic hits like the Hairbrush Song comes the SUV song.
Oh, you and me, in our sport utility vehicle, we'll slam into four-wheel drive for a scoop of rocky road.
They're all part of the latest VeggieTales release. A Snoodle's Tale and Other Stories, now on DVD and VHS. Sunday morning values, Saturday morning fun from the studios of Big Idea. Right now, we're working on a really fun story. It's called The Sumo of the Opera. And it's basically if you took the Mikado and Rocky and maybe tossed in a little WWF.
If you want to know who we are wrestlers of Japan.
Larry the Cucumber plays a sumo wrestler named the Italian Scallion.
That's no clown. It's his sparring partner, the Italian Scallion.
And that's his introduction. In each of our shows, we have what we call a nugget of truth, and it's a biblical value that we hope kids will pull out of the lesson. And in the Sumo of the Opera, the lesson is perseverance.
You never finish anything, unless it's a punchline.
There's actually 3 stories in this. The Sumo of the Opera is the main story, and then we have a little silent film called Going Up, which is kind of a takeoff on the Three Stooges. And then we have a completely new story, which is told in a new segment we have called Lutfi's Fanciful Flannelgraph. And Lutfi is a sock puppet that's done by Khalil, the caterpillar. And we've got all these 3 stories plus a silly song, Schoolhouse Polka. Larry has an accordion and a lesson to teach about vocabulary, but all done in polka style, so it's really kind of fun. It's hilarious, and I think it's one of the best things we've ever done. The Veggies have seen the future.
And the future is Autotainment.
It's a totally wacky look at the future of entertainment.
Hey, those are robots.
These guys represent the hosts of the future.
And with 6 newly animated songs, the future's off to a great start.
Here we go. Zacchaeus was a wee little man, and the wee little man was he. Really little. I am the petty model of a modern major general. I'm information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I got a mule. Her name is Sal. 15 years on the Erie Canal.
I woke up in my little bed and put my head upon my head.
But you'll never guess what the future holds for Bob and Larry.
This has to be the worst day of my show business career.
It's something completely different from VeggieTales, the wonderful world of Autotainment from the studios of Big Idea. When the going gets tough,
The Philistines are attacking.
will the tough get going?
Well, who's gonna fight him?
He'd have us for lunch.
Sometimes the biggest heroes come in the smallest packages.
I will fight the lion.
This is going to be easier than we thought.
Someone who knows that with God on his side,
Somebody's gotta do something.
there's nothing he can't do. Bob and Larry take on the story of David and Goliath
Hey, Goliath!
to show us that we're all special in God's eyes.
Have you forgotten? We're the children of God.
The duel in the desert is about to begin. Now we fight.
It's showtime!
VeggieTales presents Dave and the Giant Pickle.
I laughed, I cried, it moved me, Bob.
Sunday morning values, Saturday morning fun. Now available on DVD with over an hour of bonus features for the whole family.
spreading all over Bumbleberg just like a weed.
Hey, you're a weed.
A weed!
Terrible weeds popping up all over Bumbleberg.
You're a talking weed.
I'm a talking weed, you're a talking carrot. Your point was. There's only one man to call for a job like this. America's favorite plunger-headed hero, LarryBoy.
Okay, I can do this. I am, after all, a superhero.
But can even LarryBoy stop a rumor weed?
Hasta la vista, weedy. Wrong button.
Yes, LarryBoy is back in the biggest VeggieTales adventure ever with a great lesson in the power of words.
God doesn't want us to tell stories that can hurt. He wants us to spread nice word.
Don't miss LarryBoy and the rumor weed.
From the studios of Big Idea, a unique combination of great literature,
The Grapes of Wrath. This'll be good. Once upon a time, there were some very cranky grapes.
classic TV,
I remember that day, that fateful trip. It started from that tropic port aboard our tiny ship.
and irresistible music.
There's no escape from cranky grapes. We are the grapes of wrath.
Two great stories with one great message.
It sure does feel good to be forgiven when you make mistakes.
I'm gonna start to show forgiveness from my heart.
It's VeggieTales, God Wants Me to Forgive Them. Now on DVD and VHS. Sunday morning values, Saturday morning fun.
I'm Rack.
I'm Jack.
I'm Benny.
These three brothers have some tough choices to make.
Our parents taught us to stand up for what we believe in.
And God wants us to do what's right.
But doing the right thing isn't always the easy thing. Guards, get them! Will they escape?
Hang on, guys.
Or will doing what's right do them in? It's a classic veggie tale with lots of laughs and music.
My mommy always told me to do what's right.
VeggieTales, Rag, Shack, and Benny on video and DVD, including the classic silly song Dance of the Cucumber.
Eating el pepino.
What's the cucumber?
It's suave, es
Oh, how
movimiento.
smooth his motion.
Es como
Like
mantequilla
butter
en un chango.
pelon bald monkey.
Sunday morning values, Saturday morning fun from the studios of Big Idea.
Let them have it. Double time.
Sometimes it's hard to be a hero,
We're gonna have to come in there after you.
especially when your plans for victory don't make much sense.
We're supposed to hop around the city for 7 days, blow our little horns, yell, and the walls are just gonna fall down. What we need is serious firepower.
But with a whole lot of faith
Let's go to Jericho!
and a rockin' horn section, those walls will come tumbling down.
Why did I pick a lousy day to wear my contacts?
For Sunday morning values and Saturday morning fun, it's VeggieTales, Josh, and the Big Wall, including the hit silly song, Song of the Cebu. On video and DVD from the studios of Big Idea. As long as this king's in his bath, everything's Ducky.
Because I love my duck.
He has everything a king could want,
No, I'm happy.
until he spies what someone else has got.
It's beautiful. I must have it, I must get it, you must go and get it for me. If you want me to be happy, then you'll show me you adore me.
How far will he go to have it all?
Put Thomas at the front of
classic silly song, Endangered Love.
Barbara Manatee, you are the one for me.
From the studios of Big Idea.
I'm so blue cuckoo, blue cuckoo, blue cuckoo.
She's so blue she don't know what to do.
With a lovely treehouse and her butlers too. What do you think makes this blueberry blue?
You have a lot to be thankful for.
A sign from above gives her answers enough.
What does it mean?
She'll be happy, she thinks, if she just has more stuff.
I'm not leaving until I have everything I need to be happy.
Shall we shop?
But as piles and piles of stuff fill her cart, the things that she gets still don't fill up her heart.
There are whole aisles we haven't even seen yet.
Then the real answer comes from two hearts that are true. If her heart was more thankful, she wouldn't be blue.
I want what that little boy with the ball has, and what the little girl with the piece of pie has.
VeggieTales Madame Blueberry on video and DVD. Sunday morning values, Saturday morning fun. From the studios of Big Idea.
It's time to put on a pageant.
This Christmas,
You're in for a treat tonight. Oh, yeah.
a musical spectacular.
It's our big break. The peas are gonna dance again. It's our big break, just like opening night. In this modern age, you need to show the audience something they've never seen before.
You got a monkey that can yodel?
With a very special message.
I teach all of London to love.
Takes a wild detour.
Hang on!
And ends up right where it belongs.
The story of Christmas is so simple, so powerful. There's only one story that can really show us how to love, and this is it.
The Star of Christmas, a VeggieTales Christmas special on video and DVD in stores everywhere. From the studios of Big Idea. There's a crisis in Tinkletown
It's gotten worse.
because Christmas might not be coming
We were wrong about Christmas.
unless an unlikely hero
I'm on an adventure.
and his helpful pals go get it.
I've got it.
No, they're on a perilous mission.
We've got to tell Dingletown what we know about Christmas.
And to succeed, they'll need to show everyone what Christmas is really about.
Christmas isn't about getting, it's about giving.
Starring Bob the Tomato,
I wanted to play mousetrap. You roll your dice, you move your mice. Nobody gets hurt.
Larry the Cucumber,
Now that's the true meaning of Christmas.
Junior Asparagus,
This will be the best Christmas ever.
and introducing Buzzsaw Louie, the toy that saved Christmas. In stores everywhere on video and DVD at a special low price. Sunday morning values and Saturday morning fun from the studios of Big Idea. Bob and Larry are on a mission
We have to get those plans.
as they try to save Easter.
Canceled Easter.
The factory! The chickens! It's all gonna blow!
They'll need courage.
Hold on tight.
They'll need strength.
I can't. Go on.
They'll need hope.
Ding, ding, ding.
Because sometimes the littlest messenger carries the biggest message.
The hope of Easter changes everything.
Inspired by the Dickens classic A Christmas Carol.
This isn't your past, Ebenezer. This is the present.
Don't miss this moving and powerful story that reminds us of the real reason millions of people celebrate Easter.
Easter's not about plastic eggs and bunnies and baskets.
An unforgettable VeggieTales special presentation featuring popular recording artist Rebecca St. James as Hope.
They're talking about the hope of Easter.
An Easter Carol on DVD and home video from the studios of Big Idea.